Hi, I'm Ananya. I'm a junior content manager with Trip 101. Today, we're under our fabulous beach stay series. We are talking to Sue, who's based out of Bakake in the Philippines. We're going to be looking at a beautiful villa that she owns. It's called Genghis Beach House, and it's located in Bakake. So we're going to speak to her and learn all about this beautiful property as well as the beach around it. So let us begin. Please tell us more about yourself and Genghis Beach House.
Thank you. Yes, I'm Sue Tamandong, and I have passion with beautiful beaches and flowers and garden. So the Genghis Beach House is all of that. And it's located in Bakakay, Albay, and in a village called Balandra. We have a beach, right? Just few steps behind me. But this beach has a really nice firm sand. It's black sand because of the volcano. We have the Mayon volcano at the background. You can see it when you're swimming. And the water is nice and warm. You can go fishing here. You can find some shrimps and shells. You can go snorkeling. There's some islands and beautiful little hills around it. And you can also go, diving if you like. And that's very far from the Pacific Ocean. And also, there are no sports like, noisy, what you call it, motorcycles on the beach, but you can go kayaking, you can go boating. If you want to have this noisy stuff, you can, but, it's very peaceful. And normally you can see the fishermen early in the morning or late at night going to the sea because they usually go out in the middle of the night and they have some place where they can leave their boats on the left side of our sea gate. And there's a very big garden, so you can go picnicking in the garden. And we have some nice, relaxing hammocks and a lot of trees and a lot of flowers. So it's really nice and peaceful. It's a beautiful place.
That sounds lovely and so beachy. I can see the pretty flowers and the trees in the background, and I'm already transported. So, how old is the villa? How long have you been running this as a rental property?
Yeah, actually, it's like 25 years old. I bought it 24 years ago, and we actually had it on Airbnb only maybe 10 years ago, not too long, because we're often away, and it's a very nice place, very big villa. There's two very big rooms, and we keep one room closed because when we are here, we stay there. So when we rent it out, they have the whole place to themselves and one big room with one queen bed and a single bed. And we have like 10 folding beds and sofa beds because the living room area is about 80 square meters, so it's big, and the bedroom is about 28, so it's huge. So, and then they have the whole access to everything, from the beach to the balcony, and we have big garden and fruit trees, and basically they have the whole place when they rent it. They only pay for a room, but actually they have the whole villa, so it's a bonus. And
Okay.
they can
So,
cook. We have a refrigerator, microwave, stove, everything is here. We have two TVs. We have a lot of videos. They can watch movies. We also have a TV, local news. And we have, let's see, there's a very big garage area. They can put maybe 10 cars in the entrance over there. It's like a 1 hectare property, fenced, privately fenced and with concrete. And there's another fence around the beach house because outside the beach house fence is still part of the property, but we have a caretaker full time. And I built them a house there. And they also have another fence around them. And there's a garage. So there's some gardens, lots of flowers and fruits. So it's beautiful.
so how many people can comfortably stay at the villa? There's one room and some folding beds that you mentioned.
Yeah, maximum of probably 10. One day we had a whole family of about 15. And I said, oh no. But they said, well, the drivers can stay outside because we have some extra beds and it's nice actually outside. Some people even bring their tents and they pitch a tent out in the garden because it's right on the beach. So normally 8 people very comfortable, 10 maybe squeezing it with a driver and a maid or something. And normally, yeah, the room is like for a couple, it's a queen bed and also like maybe a baby or a child and in the same room. But then outside, you could host another maybe 6 people because there's like sofa beds and folding beds, all with cushions, and it's very comfortable. And they have the whole space for themselves, the living room area. The family that came here, there were 15 of them. They were so happy outside. The driver and the maid was outside, and the terrace is quite big too. So we can put like a folding bed here if they want because it's breezy. We have an electric fan here. I've got electric fans around me. And when it's nice weather, it's very breezy. And then at
Mhm.
night, you can swim at night. The beach is very peaceful. Nobody else can access the beach except the people from our villa because it's quite private. And the public beach resorts are a little bit far. It's about 5 kilometers away. If you want the noise and karaoke and lots of people out, it's about 5 kilometers from here. But here is quite private, very quiet. You have the whole beach to yourself, so you can even swim at night, and it's very safe.
So it's a secluded part of a public beach that you're on, or is it
Yeah,
completely private to you?
it's not. Yeah, it's about 5 kilometers from the center of the town of Bacacay. I wouldn't say secluded because it doesn't look very secluded, but it's very private. Nobody else comes around except the people in the villa. And when we go out, there's nobody else. You can see only the mountains, the hills, the fish jumping on you, and beautiful sea. You don't see anybody, no people. Very
So
private, but not
it's
secluded because you can come here by boat and by transport on the land.
okay. That's great. That's great. So it's a perfect like quiet vacation spot when you want to be in the
Yes,
outdoors near the sea. It's perfect for that.
yes,
Yeah.
that's right. And we
Uh,
had some people who came here on honeymoon, newlyweds. They came here
mm,
on a photo shoot and on honeymoon because it's very private. So, and then they did a photo shoot here because we have some beautiful scenery near the beach and around the gardens. And then we have a grotto, which is also serving as a lighthouse for the fishermen at night because we have a light that we put out 24 hours, I mean, at night. So then it helps them come back to the shore because it's like a lighthouse and it's a grotto. So then they use it. People use it when they go fishing.
that's lovely. Is there a time of the year when it's like really great to visit Bakake, or is it quite the same throughout?
Yeah, it used to be that great to come in December because it's cool. But with the climate change, looks like the weather has become crazy. Like now, it's June. It's supposed to be a rainy season, but it's not raining. It's very sunny and it's a bit warm. So, you don't want to come when it's really, really hot. And it's really, really hot in March. Around March and early part of April is very hot. And May start to get really good. And June is supposed to be rainy, but now it's not raining. And it starts to get cool like toward July, August, September. And December is really a lovely time to come because it's very festive, lots of festivals and celebration, and everybody's happy. Also in May, there's some processions that you can see on the road carrying lanterns and saints and flowers. So now it's very difficult to say when it's gonna be hot or cold because the weather doesn't seem to give us such classification anymore. So
Mm.
yeah, but now it's good. June is good. July, August, September, October, all the way through December. But you probably want to avoid March because usually March is very hot.
Okay, so March and April may be hotter months, and then rest of the year, once it starts raining, it gets better, huh?
That's right. But
Okay.
also, even in March when it's hot, there's some breeze coming from the sea. So you're okay. And some people like it when it's warm. Like they even stay under in the garden to tan. But if you're from Asia, we don't like to be too hot. So, and we have a lot of electric fans in the roof. We have ceiling fans and electric fans. I wanted to put aircon, but my husband said, well, it's quite breezy and it's just going to be like a waste because some people, they don't like aircon. We have natural breeze, and at night it's cool, so it's all right.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. So during your busy months, which is like December, you mentioned is like the really festive period, or May is festive. So how quickly do you get booked out? Like if someone was looking to plan their trip around December or May, how much in advance should they book Genghis Beach House?
Yeah, probably like a month before. That
A
would be
month.
great. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
We had
Because
people booking and spending Christmas here. And during that time, we put out some tables outside so they can eat in the garden and they can have like a little party. So it's fun.
okay.
And we have a karaoke also inside so they can sing and, they can have programs and stuff.
Okay, okay. That's pretty great. Is there a view of the beach from the room that's within the villa, or is there a good spot within the property from where you can see the beach, or lounge and see the beach maybe?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Behind me, you can see the beach. And there's a beach behind me. Out there, there's a walk path going to the beach. We have a
Okay.
beach gate. We have a beach gate. And when you
Okay.
open the gate, it's sea. So literally, it's probably like 50 steps or less. You can see there. You can see the sea already.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Far away into the distance.
it's right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can sit down here in the porch, watching the birds and watching the sea. It's really beautiful, and the sunset as well. There's a beautiful sunset there because the sea is right there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's really close. It's walking. You just have to walk,
Yeah.
and we have a shower like there, the beach shower,
Oh, okay.
outdoor shower. When
That's
you come out
convenient.
of the beach, you just go in the shower
Yeah.
right in the
So you
garden.
comfortably sit in the porch, sip a drink, or be in the garden and then watch the sun go down in the evening.
Yes, really. And then there's a hammock. You can put up a hammock by the trees, and you can have a drink by the hammock watching the sunset. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
That would be pretty great. Yeah. Yeah. So a while ago, you were telling us a bit about the kitchen and all. So what sort of dining options would like a guest staying at Genghis Beach House have? Can they can cook their meals, or are there options of ordering in, or that kind of thing?
Yes, we can cater to them if they want to order something to eat because our caretaker is a couple and they have 4 kids and they live there outside the main fence of the beach house. They have their own house I built. She's a very good cook, and you just have to tell her during the day what you like to eat, and then she can get the food from the market, which is like 4 kilometers away, and they have a motorcycle, or you can hire a tricycle, which is like a four-wheeler pedicab, and you can choose what you like, and they can accompany you to the market. They have fresh veggies, fresh fish every day. They have also
Hmm.
meats, and there's also groceries. We have like 4 groceries in the town of Bakakai. There's the SM, which is the very famous SM all over the Philippines. And then
Hmm.
there's 3 other groceries. So you can find whatever you like: beers, wine, soft drinks, all sorts of groceries. If you like fresh things for cooking, you can tell our caretaker if you don't like to cook, he can cook it for you for, a reasonable cooking fee. And he can make the dishes that you like. He can do almost anything. And if you like to eat and cook yourself, also, you can buy the things in the market and then cook it here. We have 2 stoves, an oven, refrigerator, microwave. coffee maker, boiler. We have everything in the kitchen, and we have also utensils and cooking equipments. So everything is, so either
So
you
it's
can cook
pretty.
yourself, yeah, or you can order what you like, and the caretaker will cook for you, and you just tell her what you like. She can cook you special delicacies or anything that you like.
Is there a special dish that you'd recommend your guests to try out, like something that your cook makes really well?
Yes, it's called laing. It's a vegetable which is cooked with coconut milk and little bits of pork or some dried fish. And usually it's cooked with some spice. If you like it spicy or not spicy, you can specify. But it's laing, Laing. It's very famous. It's a local vegetable that grows in the swamp area, and it's like taro, taro plant. And the leaves
Oh,
of that is cooked. It's like spinach, and they cook it with coconut milk and garlic, ginger, and a little bit of pork and some or fish, dried fish. It's really yummy. That is a specialty. That one. And then we have also a sinigang, Sinigang. It's a broth with lemon and fresh lemon. We call it, the little ones called calamansi. Fresh fish or pork, either or shrimps. You cook it in a broth and with tomatoes and onions, no garlic, and then it's called sinigang. It's also very famous, but it's soup, and the fish and the vegetables are mixed together. It can also be pork. Uh, Pork, it's the same recipe, but instead of fish, it's pork, and it's very good and very popular. Then we also have adobo, Adobo, chicken
yeah.
or pork. It's cooked with, yeah, with garlic and vinegar and soy sauce and some pepper, and it's really yummy too. So those are sort of like delicacies. There's a lot of other dishes made from veggies or seafoods with coconut milk, and we have a lot of coconuts here. So you can ask our
Naturally.
caretaker to cook it for you. And also you can have also grilled. We have a grill. You can also have grilled fresh foods. They have calamar, the squid. You can even order from the fishermen before they go to the sea at night that you want to order calamar or crabs or fish. And when they come out, you can still see them jumping in the net. You can have them fresh, and then the caretaker can cook it for you. It's all very nice and what you call it. It's simple but really good.
That's great. Yeah, you've told us about quite a few options already. And I love the fact that everything's quite locally sourced immediately, like right from the fishermen. So it's definitely going to be fresh. And then it's like a home cooked meal that you'll get and also completely fresh. And yeah,
Yes,
so that's pretty
that's
great.
right.
Yeah. But
And they're not expensive. They're not expensive at all compared to Singapore. Like one crab in Singapore would maybe cost $10 or something. Here would probably cost like less than $1. So
because you're right at the source where it's being caught.
yes,
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty great.
exactly.
Yeah. These are all the options that are available in-house at the Genghis Beach House.
Yeah.
If someone wants to step out for dining, how far they would have to go to find a nearby restaurant, maybe, if they want to try out some different cuisines.
Yes, of course. It's about 5 kilometers is the center of the town. That's where the main market is and all the groceries. And they have different restaurants there. And you can choose from whatever you like to eat. They have Italian restaurant, Filipino, Chinese, Japanese, Korean. So they also have quite a bit of choices in the town, which is 5 kilometers away. And
Yeah.
you can go out. And there's maybe 1.5 kilometers away. We have a hotel, like 4-star hotel. They have a swimming pool and a jacuzzi and a massage. And they also have a restaurant. So you can also eat there. And they also have different dishes. So that's very close to us. You can
So
walk.
I So food-wise, I think you'll be sorted. There are so many options right at the villa and then quite nearby as well. If you can walk to a restaurant, that's pretty great. And then 5 kilometers is barely a distance to also cover if you have a vehicle. So yeah.
If you don't have a vehicle, you can ride a tricycle, the four-wheeler pedicab, which you
Oh,
can rent for like $1 to go there.
okay.
You can, yeah. It's
That's really
one
cheap.
person is like $1. So if there are two of you, they're $2, and they will take you to the town, and they can bring you back too. So they can wait for you.
That's pretty cheap. Yeah. So Bakake is the
Yeah,
town center. That's five
yeah,
kilometers away, and where you're
yes,
at, it's a village nearby.
yes, yes. Balandra, that is the village where
Land.
we are. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Yeah. So a while ago, you were telling us about a lot of the activities that can be done at the beach, snorkeling, kayaking. So these are available from nearby businesses that are there in the area, or are
Yeah.
you also able to arrange them for the guests?
Oh, we have people who have boats that you can rent if you want to go boating. And the kayak, we had planned because we had kayak before, but they're pretty old already, so we disposed of them. But that can be rented. You can rent that. And we're thinking to buy some more. So we may have, before the end of the year, we should have more kayaks here. For the boats,
Yeah.
it can be rented here by the fishermen can rent their boats. And also, by the way, there is an island hopping. It is in the center. It goes out from the port of Bakakay, the main town, and you can rent it for the whole day. I mean, they will bring you to the different islands. You leave in the morning at about 7:30 or 8. You bring a picnic, and they bring you to different islands, including White Beach. We also have
Oh.
White Beach here, right? But it's not where we are because we have a black sand because of the volcano, but there's some white beach around the islands. And then there's the sandbar. There's a sandbar. And you
Oh,
can go
okay.
to the sandbar. Yeah. And then in the sandbar, there's some people selling food on the boat. So you can see that. And then make sure that you get out before the tide goes up. And you can swim also. You can swim also. And
Okay.
there's some nice, cozy beaches around the islands. And on the way back, you can see a beautiful view of the bay and the sunset. It's gorgeous. And there's also fish jumping, like as you're boating, as you are in the island hopping, you can see fishes jumping on you. It's really nice.
That sounds so wonderful. And there are so many different things to do. Like you can also you're at a black sand beach, then you hop over to a white sand beach and see a sandbar, fishes jumping. That's yeah, quite a few things that you can hop around and do.
And we have also waterfalls. We have waterfalls. It's about 3 kilometers from here are waterfalls. And you can have, if you are adventurous, you can hike up to the seventh waterfall in the mountain because there's seven series of waterfalls. The one that we like to go is the first one because it's easy. And you can swim there too. It's very cool, very cool. And there are several resorts around there with springs, very cold springs, very cold water, and the waterfalls has quite a big flow, and then there's like a swimming area at the bottom, and they have also you can have a picnic there. There's some picnic huts there, concrete picnic huts that you can rent, and the entrance is really cheap. It's like 50 pesos, like $1 entrance.
What are the waterfalls called? The seven
Yeah,
waterfalls?
it's called Busay, Busay. Yeah, Busay Falls.
Oh, okay. So the seven are in a stretch together or
Yeah,
at
you have
hiking
to
distances?
walk. Yeah, the first one is where you can access easily. If you want to go further down, you have to hike and you need a guide to climb because it's a mountain. And then, I never tried it myself because I'm not a hiker. I'm lazy. But I know people who had hiked and went up to the seventh waterfalls. It's in the
Oh,
forest. Yeah, it's
okay.
beautiful. Yeah, they have
Right.
monkeys.
Well, you're in their habitat. The forest is their land. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
But here in
adventurous.
the villa, we have a lot of birds. You can hear while we're talking, a lot of birds around me are singing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear
Because we have
chirping.
a lot of trees. There's plenty of birds around us.
So apart from the waterfalls, are there any other nearby attractions also like that guests staying at Genghis Beach House often visit?
Yeah, there was a Swiss guy who came here and had a hike arranged in Malilipot, which is a little bit farther. It's probably about 7 kilometers away. And he went up in the mountains with a guide. This place is famous for hiking, and they go up the mountains, and in the mountains it's quite cool. And I don't know exactly, but there's a website. They have a website, Malilipot. They can search it, and there's some mountain climbers that are guides that go there. So our guest from Switzerland went there, and he had a great time. He had a motorcycle. He rented a motorcycle, went up there, and he had the greatest time of his life. You know, he was really happy. If you're a mountain climber, there's places to climb, and places to explore.
That's pretty great. Yeah. It you've painted like a really lovely picture of like a calm stay at the property, and then if you're like if you are the adventurous sorts, then you can hike up and go to all these uh tall mountains, see the waterfalls. So it's really a mix of both a quiet and an adventurous travel vacation that you can have when you're visiting. So that's pretty great. Yeah. I think I've covered all the questions that I wanted to. Is there anything else that you would like to highlight about Genghis Beach House or anything about the neighborhood that you're in?
Oh, I could try to walk through you the place. Let's see.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna give
that
you
would be
a
great.
little tour. I'm gonna give you
Yeah,
a virtual tour of the.
yeah,
So here I was just sitting here in the porch, and we have the garden there and the beach behind me. And as
yeah.
we are entering the house here, we are entering, and we have the living room, the very big 80
Oh,
square
yeah.
meter living room with
Oh,
lots
yeah.
of
I
sofas
get how
and
you were saying it can accommodate 8 people. It's huge.
that's right. It's quite big, and
Yeah,
we're going to go inside the bedroom. This is the bedroom, the big bed, and
yeah.
there's a dresser. There's a little shelf where I put some books and some touristic books. And for somebody who wants to come with a little kid, has a little study here, and then the bed for the baby or for the companion is here, and you have the windows facing the sea. There's windows around, and there you go. And there's a dresser here with a mirror and everything. And then we're entering inside the bathroom. There's the dresser here, and here's the bathroom. There's a tub, the bathroom, and the toilet. And then there's a place where you can hang your clothes, a big cabinet here, and another mirror with more cabinets there. And so we go out again, main living room area. Oops, there you go. It's quite big. So my electric fans are working well. And here's the where I came from, the terrace. That's the door to the terrace, to the balcony. And the other bedroom that's closed is over there. That's the one where we stay, where we are here. And here's more bookshelves. There you go. And now we have the refrigerator. We have the sink here. It's all open. We have windows everywhere. And we have the oven and the stove. We have two stove and oven here, cooking area. Oop, there and there. And we have the main door here. Here's the big TV, and we have two TVs, the big and the small, and the karaoke. And we have the microwave over there, the boiler, and the toaster. right here. And we have another big refrigerator for things like canned goods and stuff. It's not cold. It's like a pantry. And we have cabinets down below where you have all the cooking utensils, the pots and pans and everything you need. And then here are the glasses and utensils in the cabinet that you can choose from. And here's another living room area, which is quite big. And here we have a karaoke machine. There it is. And radio. We have two radios, so many radios, so people will never get bored with music. And when we go out of the door, that's the front garden. We have a generator over here if there's no electricity. And then to water the plants, they use the manual pump so that the plants will not get dry. Because we have a beautiful garden here full of flowers. And there's different seasons for different flowers. Like now, we have some yellow bells here. And the other flowers are not in bloom, but they take turns. And then over there, you can see the pink flowers. And here there's more of the greeneries. So we're walking towards the beach right now. Um, all these cypress plants that we planted on the pathway, they're already big. And so we're on the way to the beach. You can see the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And there's all the birds walking. Oh, that's where we were earlier. The hammock. Here's the trees. So there's a lot of trees here. So now right here is already the sea. See how close it is. And I think it's high tide today. Not too high, but high enough. See, you can put a little chair here and you can read under the coconut tree. And you have the beach right there.
Thank you for that tour of the property. And your garden is vast and really pretty. It was lovely to see all those trees and the flowers and everything. It was really beautiful against the blue of the sea. So, thanks so much for that tour. So, we have come to the end of our conversation. Is there anything else
Okay.
that you would like to share with your prospective guests? Any tips or any suggestions about things that they should not forget to pack when they are coming?
Yeah, if they want to come here ready for adventure, they just have to like nature and like the peace, because it's quite peaceful if they like nature. And basically, that's it, really.
And there's so much to do when you're there. There are so many activities and things to spot
Yes.
nearby, including mountains and waterfalls that are
Yes.
not that far
Yes.
away. Yeah.
And also, I forgot to mention that every Wednesday and Sunday, there is a big market. So all the producers from the villages, they come to bring their goods, vegetables, fruits, root crops, everything. And they even have like clothes that they get from abroad. They call it ukay ukay. It's sort of like secondhand clothes. And they
Mm.
have all sorts of things. It's a big market. So they start at 2 in the morning. All the people start to gather the tables and the chairs. And by as early as 4 o'clock, you can already start marketing. You can already start buying things. And it's until 12 noon. So Wednesdays and Sundays from 4 in the morning until 12 noon.
That's great. And especially if someone's into thrifting, I think they can get a lot of good stuff at this market.
Exactly. And they're really good price. They'll be
Yeah.
cheaper than the grocery and department stores.
That's wonderful. So thanks so much, Sue, for joining us today for this conversation, and thank you for showing us your lovely villa and a
Thank
tour
you.
of the outdoors as well.
Yes. We look
Uh,
forward to having some fun guests.
Yeah, we hope so too, that our viewers will find this place that you have beautifully curated interesting and they'll pay a visit. So let's hope for that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for joining us today and for showing us around.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks.